All right, good Monday evening, everybody. David Paul here in the KHOU 11 Weather Center, where we have an active weather impact alert in effect. This is in effect until 5 a.m. As a line of thunderstorms has redeveloped and is going to be moving across the area over the next several hours. And I think we're going to see street ponding with this thunderstorm activity. It's moving a little slower than earlier, but we also have a chance for all really different types of severe weather. We could see an isolated tornado, straight line wind damage, hail, heavy rain, cloud ground lightning, getting a real strobe light effect with lightning out in the Cypress area right now. Cypress getting round 2 moving in now. And a ground stop at Bush until 7. That's in effect right now as the storm hitting the Cypress area now at 6:30 is pushing toward Bush Continental Airport, and they've gone ahead and shut it down until that storm exits. So travel delays are impacting the area with the airport slowdown at Bush. I haven't had an update on Hobby yet, but Bush is stopped right now. Looking into the evening hours, isolated tornado threat is there. Straight line wind damage threat is there. Hail and street flooding, it's low, but I think we could see some isolated spots on the roads that get some high water, and it doesn't take much to snarl traffic out there. As busy as we are right now, it's Thanksgiving week, and so we got people out and about, folks are out of school, and the roads are busier than normal. Tornado watch from the National Weather Service is in effect until 7 o'clock this evening. I would not be surprised to see them extend that for parts of the area as a line of storms now redeveloping out west is pushing through, and it's bringing in some pretty strong storms. But right now, tornado watch for Fort Bend, Harris County, and counties along I-10 and to the north of I-10 until 7 o'clock this evening. This is from the Storm Prediction Center. Just basically outlines where the severe weather threat is greatest, and it was northwest Harris County. Right in here, from Champions to Klein to Tomball to near the Spring area, where we had this tornadic thunderstorm come through. It did produce an EF0 tornado. It looked like it was kind of up and down, but it did damage and knock down a bunch of trees in the Champions area and in the Klein area. And it's cleanup out there with a lot of power outages out there with lines down. And now this line of thunderstorms has redeveloped out to the west. You've been watching us this afternoon and this evening. We were watching a weak little line out here, but models kept advertising that this was going to happen, that this was going to strengthen into a line of pretty good thunderstorms and then take its time all evening to push across. And that is exactly how this is playing out, with strong thunderstorms from Huntsville to Madisonville, down to Spring and Cypress. That's heading towards Spring and the Woodlands. Strong thunderstorm now, Sealy to Katy, extending back to just north of El Campo, Wharton County. That is a strong thunderstorm in Jackson County right now. And the white outline boxes are special weather statements. That means we've got strong thunderstorm activity. It's just below severe. But what we've got with this one in Cypress right now, 1/4-inch hail, 40-mile-an-hour gusts. Jersey Village, Tomball, Cypress area getting impacted by that. Klein area is going to get impacted by that as well. Thought we'd zoom in. So there's Louetta, Cypress Wood. Let's see, 1960s right here. There's where it turns into Highway 6, but 1960 right there. So 1960 to Cypress Wood out to Spring Cypress. That's where we're getting this really heavy rain. That's just blinding rain. That's Cypress Creek right there. Eldridge Parkway, Mills Road, there's Louetta, there's 249. So that's very heavy rain and thunder. That pushing up toward Meyer Park, and everybody along Cypress Creek east of 249 is about to have that heavy stuff move in. I've got a storm track on this moving to the east-northeast at about 25 to 30. So again, in the Cypress area now, knocking on the door of Spring Woodlands. So that reaches Spring by 6:44 here in just a few minutes. Bush by 6:52. So again, Bush Continental Airport's right here. There's the storm that's going to pass through. So you're going to have to wait. If you're watching us at Bush Continental Airport, you've got quite a wait. That's going to be an hour before that moves through, unless it weakens. Reaches Humble by 7:01 if that holds together. So that's storm number 1 that we're watching, same part of northwest Harris County that got hit by the tornado earlier this afternoon. And then this is the other significant storm. Special weather statement for this one in Jackson County. Blinding rain just along and south of 59 in Jackson County. 1/2-inch hail, wind speed gusting to 40. Edna, Ganado, Luis, El Campo is just south of you. Pierce Ranch right in here. That's going to get you all stormy. Storms to the north of you of El Campo in Wharton County as well. Storm track on this one, racing east-northeast at about 25 to 30. Markham by 7:06, New Gulf by 7:33 as that pushes on to the east. And future track, continuing to show a strong line of thunderstorms between now and 10 o'clock. So this may take a while. They're not moving as fast as the storms were earlier today. So with that slower movement, I think street ponding and street flooding is really becoming a bigger threat, especially in the Cypress area where they had some heavier rain earlier today with the first storm. So that's 10 o'clock this evening. Still a good line of showers and storms. Still a strong line of showers and thunderstorms across the coastal counties now, Galveston County, Brazoria County, Chambers County by 1 a.m. It doesn't exit the Galveston coast until after 2 a.m. I think between 2 and 3, it'll exit off the coast. So you could have gusty wind Galveston and across the Galveston Bay complex between 2 and 3 a.m. And then after that, it'll push off. And that will be the end of the storm threat, I think. And then things are going to begin to change. So tomorrow, everything is settled down. We're still relatively warm. I think we make a high of 82 on Tuesday. We get a secondary push with a dry front coming in, and that will make things noticeably cooler Wednesday. So 50s and 70s, a high of 70 on Wednesday. So that means we're going to stay in the 50s and 60s almost all day on Wednesday. And Thursday, Thanksgiving, 40s and a high of 68. So a big change coming in temperature. This temperature contrast from so warm to so cool, it's what's helping to kick off these storms this evening and tonight. We stay relatively comfortable temperature-wise Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then cooler Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday as another stronger front comes in. So Thanksgiving forecast looks like this. Chilly in the morning, 40s, love it. Sunshine and a high of 68. A sunny day with a high temp in the 60s is a rare day in Houston. So it's going to be just a beautiful Thanksgiving day. That part of it's working out really nicely. Little northwest breeze, 5 to 15. However, rain chances. So they're out of here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, one of the busiest weekends on the roads and travel that you'll get. And rain chances come in. So Saturday and Sunday, expect slowdowns on the roads and possibly at the airports, at least with the traffic coming in and out. With the rain, yeah, you bet. And then Monday up to a 60% chance for rain as another Pacific system rolls in from the west. Longer range outlook, the 30th through December 4th. Wetter than normal. We're seeing that develop. Temperatures stay above normal, at least here for a few more days. And I think we're going to go back into the cooler than normal on average when we get this next couple of fronts coming in. Much below normal, colder than normal across the northern plains, the 30th through December 4th. Okay, so here are Tuesday's numbers. 7 a.m., 20% rain chance. I think that may be overdone. I may be able to take that out. Looks like the line's going to exit before sunrise. And then it's partly cloudy and 82. Nice day tomorrow. Cool weather really arrives on Wednesday, 57, 70. Thursday is Thanksgiving. That is a beautiful Thanksgiving. Clouds thicken on Friday. You will notice this. You're going to be able to play along with the forecast as we go from sunshine Thanksgiving to clouds thickening from the west on Friday. And then those clouds bring rain off and on, Saturday and Sunday. I don't think it's heavy, but it's rain, light to moderate rain showers off and on Saturday and Sunday. Temps moderate. And then a 60% chance for more storms as the Pacific system with more chilly air behind it arrives on Monday with pretty good rain chance. All right, we stay on weather watch for the rest of the evening. Updates on Plus, top of the hour through the evening until the severe weather threat exits. Otherwise, have a good evening and stay safe out there.